We all went about our daily lives oblivious to how bad things were in the world.
They gave me a quarter of a kilo. I stood in line the whole lousy day, and they gave me a quarter of a kilo.
And then they hit the reset button, erasing all of their problems along with hundreds of millions of lives.
Do you believe that? But, let me out. Let me go. Are you going to put up with this?
It's time to stop being polite.
Scared people band together.
There are two classes of people on this bus now. It had its pick of 20 of us back there, and it picked two.
Maybe someone should go and see if they're okay.
I'll go.
4 minutes ago, the President of the United States made the following announcement.
No one saw it coming. The end.
At 11:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, both our distant early warning line and ballistics early warning line reported radar evidence of unidentified flying objects flying due southeast. As of this moment, we have been unable to determine the nature of these objects, but for the time being, in the interest of national safety, we are declaring a state of yellow alert.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, huh? Two classes of people? What, the will be eaten and the won't be eaten? Fuck you, Scotty.
The lucky ones were dead in seconds.
Yeah. Go. Danny, what do you got?
Looks like nobody around here's got any power.
What?
Grinville's got the worst of it.
As for the rest of us, immune to the black poison, we had to decide.
When these people are ready to panic, you and me are the only ones with a head for emergencies here.
Minxie says this thing gets anybody it picks out no matter what.
Don't put me in this.
I'll let you know if I hear anything else, but looks like the big city's bossing New York are out too.
We don't want these people flying off the handle.
Hell, man, for all we know, it's the whole damn world.
Copy that.
Hang on to the civility of the past, or become savages in a new, dark future.
The Civil Defense Authorities request that if you have a shelter already prepared, go there at once.
Scotty, you're not talking about throwing people off this bus.
If you do not have a shelter, use your time to move supplies of food, water, medicine, and other supplies to a central place.
Still no word from the U.S. government. What a shocker. But I suppose when you make the decision to crop dust your country with deadly chemicals, there's really not much more to say.
We know that it was us that scorched the sky.
I don't understand what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to stay alive.
You're trying to split us up!
We have just dropped a notch on the fucking food chain, man!
What we decided to do is we have gathered the remaining supplies and food, and we don't have a lot. So we're going to start rations. As of today. That's right. As of today. Community, people!
You have no idea what's coming. What are you going to do when they leave the cities and come pouring in here?
They're running out of the damn green.
Idiots.
Some foul up a transport. This crowd will blow. I know.
Keep all windows and doors closed. We repeat, if you're in your home, go to your prepared shelters or to your basement.
Responding to this epidemic.
Man, I got this lottery ticket to get on this boat. But for what? Where's the boat going?
This is a reality we all have to face. When the food runs out, they'll leave the city and their homes and come to ours.
Guys, I'm sorry. This thing that's killing everybody, it's in the water, it's in the food, it's everywhere. Are you infected? How do I know if I get on that boat, I won't get infected? There ain't no running from this, man. You thought we had problems before? Debts, disease, dwindling resources?
They will come soon. And look at everything we've got. What do you think's gonna happen? We're gonna gather food and hand it out. We're gonna share. We're gonna take them in. What are you gonna do when you have 1,000 people coming this way? How about 100,000?
Now, how much more time is there?
There's no telling, Grace, honey. Conrad says from the first alarm we might have anywhere between 15 minutes and a half an hour.
15 minutes.
I'm just winging it, Grace. I don't know for sure. I don't think anyone does.
Finding weapons. Getting ready to defend ourselves. Protect our families.
We don't know yet if we are under attack.
If we haven't been attacked, then where is everybody?
Phil? There's no more water.
Doesn't make any difference anyhow. I think we've got enough water. You bring a jug with you, Gracie. Paul and I'll get the rest.
You don't have much faith in humanity, do you?
None whatsoever.
I can't accept that. People are basically good, decent.
What are you talking about? We're 100 miles from the nearest city. Nobody's coming out here.
Buddy.
You're scaring everybody.
And why are they just leaving us here to fend for ourselves?
The government will do something. My husband, you know he's a captain. He'll send someone and they'll rescue us.
Shut up, Phyllis. They got their hands full at ground zero. The rest of us are left on our own. Nobody's coming!
Thought you were gonna help.
We've got some of the worst gangs in the country. Nailers, plowboys, gamblers, cherries, sheiks, just to name a few.
How's it going, Bill? Well, it's going fine, Jerry. We're collecting water, which is what you should be doing.
Well, we collected about 30 gallons and then the water stopped. Did yours stop too?
Jerry, you better get on home and get into your shelter, into your basement. And I'd board up the windows if I were you. You got any wood money or anything?
Bill, we don't have any cellar, remember?
Take a look outside. Can't you feel it? It's already begun.
They're all bad news. So keep your eyes open, your guns loaded, because in this world, you shoot first, then run like hell.
Got the scoop standing by, but I don't know if they can even handle this.
When are you gonna make the announcement?
As soon as I get up the nerve.
Oh my God, David, we're a civilized society.
Hey, back off.
We're not gonna help them.
Stop patronizing me!
You idiot, you're scaring everyone.
See, their morals, their code, it's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble.
This is about living or dying now. Okay?
Well, we're sitting ducks over there. Sitting ducks, we don't have any protection at all.
Oh, Jerry. You can use our basement.
Your basement? What about your shelter? We've got to get into a shelter. It's the only place we can survive.
I don't have any room, Jerry. There's not near enough room or supplies or anything. It's designed for 3 people.
This is the police. This is the police. This is the police.
Hey, listen, I expect you to be mindful of your neighbor. Do you understand?
All right, let's
Go.
get back. Come on. There's a line.
We've got to ration it out.
I'm asking you to disperse. The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted. You must evacuate the area.
I want to see hands. I want to see hands. Because as shitty a deal as it is, I gotta say, I'd like you, Bucky, and Jake off this bus, man.
As long as the machines are working and you can dial 911, but you take those things away, you throw people in the dark, you scare the shit out of them. No more rules. You'll see how primitive they get.
What? You told them not to? What are you, their spokesman?
I told them there was a guy out here with a gun who was scared.
Will. Dad, please.
You know what, Marshall? You are real quick to defend those people. Are you one of us or one of them?
They're only as good as the world allows them to be. I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
Hey! Hey! Hey, God damn! Come on. Stop! Interfering! Back off! Everybody back off and get in line. Now!
Well, we'll bring our own food. We'll bring our own water. We'll sleep standing up if necessary. Please, Bill, you've got to help me. I've got to keep my family alive. We won't use any of your stuff.
What about air? That's a 10 by 10 room, Jerry, with an air filter designed to supply 3 people. Will you bring your own air?
Well, just give us a chance.
No.
48 hours, Bill, then we'll get out.
When that door gets closed and locked, it stays closed and locked, Jerry.
I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
You'll see how primitive they get.
They'll eat each other.
We'll be taking the food. We'll be taking the truck. If you want to live, if you want to survive, hop on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry. As God is my witness, I am sorry. But I built that for my family.
Well, what about mine? What do we do? Just walk on the front porch and have to a Chris?
That's no concern of mine. Right now, at this given moment, it's my family I have to worry about.
Do you think I'm going to stand by and watch my wife and children die in agony? I'm not going to do it. You understand, Bill? I'm not going to do it. I was going to...
You come with us, get a move on.
Don't let the gear. I'm not staying here.
Survive, let's go. Fucking crazy.
With you now? If I were innocent, I would.
Maybe we should break in.
No good, they're probably on.
I'll get him out.
Go, son.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I kept telling you, Jerry. All of you, get ready. Build a shelter. Forget the card parties and the barbecues for maybe a few hours a week. Forget them and make the admission to yourself that the worst was possible. But you didn't want to listen, Jerry. None of you wanted to listen. To build a shelter was to admit to the kind of age we lived in. And none of you had the guts to face that. So now you've got to face something far worse, Jerry. So God, please, God, protect you, Jerry. It's out of my hands. It's simply out of my hands. It's got to be gone. It's got to be gone.
I said, what's your problem?
We gave it a good shot. Nobody can say we didn't.
Nope. Nobody can say that.
I have no words for the depth of sorrow that is here tonight. Families have been misplaced. Pandemonium has broken out. People are now jumping off the pier to try and catch the boats, begging for a chance to live. None of us have it is clear at this point that our demise is imminent. We are going to die here. Just cut it, please. Cut.
So, in the event of a perceived terrorist attack, isolated communities will sustain themselves for 5 hours.
Do you think they meant to leave the power on at that one house?
Beats me. I'll tell you one thing, if the other civilian security tests one like this, we're all in trouble.
It isn't enough for a sole voice of reason to exist. In this time of uncertainty, we're so sure that villains lurk around every corner that we will create them ourselves if we can't find them. For while fear may keep us vigilant, it's also fear that tears us apart. A fear that sadly exists only too often.